Hello students, welcome to Art at Grout Elementary. My name is Miss Meyer. For those of you who have known me longer, you know it used to be Miss Yao, and it's okay if you call me that, but also start to practice Miss Meyer. This is my whole face if you haven't seen it yet. One way you can remember the name Meyer is the lemons. I love Meyer lemons. They're a little bit smaller and sweeter and softer than normal lemons. I've been teaching at Grout School for 4 years, and I have loved teaching Grout students. I've been teaching in schools for 8 years and in museums and other places for even longer. I love making a place where students can find their creativity and really enjoy their own ideas and experiment with things they've never gotten to try before. This is our new art room. I'll have to show you around, but you can see on the left there's some nice slots for our student work. There will be places on the wall where I can show you about artists and show you examples. But first, a little about me. Here is my dog and my cat, Moxie and Trudy. We had Moxie ever since she was a tiny puppy. She is a Chiweenie, so she is a mix between a Chihuahua and a wiener dog, or a dachshund. We got to take her on a ton of adventures this summer. In this photo is a picture of me and Moxie and of course my daughter Miranda as we drove around California and Oregon this summer. Miranda is 10 and goes to 5th grade at nearby Dunaway Elementary. So you may be wondering, what are we gonna do in this new art room? How's it gonna work? Well, very important are procedures, the steps we take during a day. For each one, our class can gain a point. The first challenge is to enter correctly. We enter very quietly and immediately take our seats ready to begin. Art isn't very long, so we need to get started. Next is gather, where I have very important things to show you, either about the art we're going to make or the ideas you can start forming, or how to use the materials. So pay close attention, because then we get more time to set up. Set up happens in a very orderly and quick, efficient way so that you can get your hands on the materials and begin to create. I try to devote the most time possible to creating in the art room. There's so much experimenting and expression to happen. I want to give you a lot of time. Whenever you're not sure what to do, look at what part of the class we're in and look at what the picture's doing. In this picture, students are sitting, focused on their work, and they're able to talk. Then, the difficult part of class is cleaning up. I know sometimes it is so hard to stop in the middle of what you're doing and clean up. It's time to organize supplies. You can talk quietly while cleanup is happening, and then you're going to stay seated at your seat when your table is clean. And the last part of class is exit. We will line up. You face forward, leaving space between you and the person in front of you. And notice that these students are not talking. They are ready for directions because it is time to move. There are a few hand signals that you can use in art class that I have posted. You can try this right now. This is the letter G. Line your thumb up with your first finger and point where you would like to go. You might need to go get a supply or get something from someone else. Look right at me, and when you see me nod, that means I'm ready to let you go get something, or I'll go ahead and give you a hand signal that it's okay. R is for restroom. Cross your fingers like this if you would like to use the restroom. Raise your hand nice and tall, and I will nod or give you a thumbs up that you can use the restroom right across the hall. And W is for water. If you need a drink, just raise a W in the air, and with my signal, you can go out into the hallway and get a drink of water. And V is for volunteer. I might ask if someone would like to volunteer to do something, and you can show me that's your plan by showing me the V. Let's look around the room. Here are drying racks. This is where we will insert our art to dry without touching and getting stuck to one another. Right now the sign is instructing to use the yellow shelves, so I will look for the shelves with the yellow markings on them. Notice that I came up on the left side, and now that I've put my art, I will exit on the right side. This is the glorious supply closet. This is where we will keep most of our art supplies. Notice it says need permission to enter. So you will need permission from an art teacher to go into the supply closet. In here, you'll see clearly labeled supplies, and there will also be some interesting, unexpected objects that you can look at and kind of just enjoy being in this cool room. This is the office. This is for grown-ups only. There might be some time when I give you permission to enter to get a printout or to get a specific item. But other than that, you will not be entering the office. Another important feature is the time timer. It tells us how much time is left in the class before you have to go. Also, the recycling, which is blue, and the trash, which is black. Anything that's paper or cardboard can go in recycling. Everything else goes in the trash. Make sure you pay attention. So that's all I have to show you around the art room for now. Please enjoy being in this space, relax, and make art. What questions do you have? What do you think you will need to do your best work in art class?